What's up, YouTube? It's bonking time. Today we're going to be using Megachad, and Megachad's ability is Flex. Every 10 seconds initially, you're able to negate one piece of damage that would come into you and deal AoE stun around you as well as a bit of damage. Each time you do this, you gain 2.5% permanent increased damage. It starts off on a 10-second cooldown, drops down 0.2 seconds per level, I believe, to a minimum of 4 seconds. Not 100% sure on that. And that's not great scaling unless you're able to manipulate with something like Kevin, where you're triggering self-damage on yourself constantly so that you're essentially no longer getting the defensive benefits of it, but scaling much faster. Even then, it's still probably not the best scaling in the game, but it's certainly a lot better than simply not being able to flex at all, because eventually, without Kevin, without intentional self-damage, you basically can't take damage frequently enough if you're in a strong run to scale reliably at all. But Flex is still very useful in the early game, and it does a lot of work in terms of scaling. The recent buffs are much appreciated from Megachad. As for the plan for the run, I'm not planning on using Flame Wakers, or Flame Walkers rather. Hearthstone has ruined me. I originally tried to do that several times, and I kept beefing it on the Zone 2 boss, so I've bitched out and gone for a more projectile-based strat. Instead, we're going to be using Katana. It's one of the strongest late-game weapons available, at least to my knowledge. I'm still new and learning. I could be very wrong about that. We're going to be using Executioner because it gives me the ability to scale monstrously off of the Joe's Dagger legendary item. And it's also just not bad at all in the early game, and Aura can be a little bit weak in the early game. Our starting weapon, Aura, is very, very strong early game after a certain point, but you need a good bit of size and damage before it gets there. It starts off weak, gets very strong, and then falls off a cliff in the late game, which is why I'm really concerned about Katana and Executioner giving me late game scaling. As for my last item, it probably should have been Flame Wakers, but Flame Walkers every time. But unfortunately, I just kept throwing this run during stage 2 boss fights because I couldn't deal enough damage to the boss with just Katana and Executioner, because I'd be summoning 4 or 5 of them and unable to get in range to actually hit them with Flame Walkers or Aura. So I ended up going with Dice, which I think of as one of the best projectile weapons in the game. And in the future, I'll absolutely be giving Flame Walkers a fair shot, but not this run, unfortunately. As for the tomes, as you've already seen, we picked up a Chaos Tome. I tend to think Chaos Tome is probably one of the best tomes in the game. Typically, multiplying any couple of stats against each other is more valuable than stacking one a lot. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Damage Tome is just better. Maybe Crit Tome is just better. But we're going to be running Chaos Tome this time and starting to get a feel for it because I suspect it's going to be a part of any leaderboard pushing strats in the future. But I'm not mad enough to do real leaderboard strats just yet. I'm still learning the game, and I cannot get away with difficulty tome and just keep throwing runs where I take it. So what am I taking instead of difficulty? Well, obviously we're taking experience. If you don't take experience, you don't level up. You don't level up, you don't get strong. I'm not taking the luck tome though. I'll be doing the normal turret meta of going for green cards early and building ridiculous gold economy with Kevin, Gold Shield, and the gold gain tome to open a ton of chests. The green cards give me a ton of luck, and I won't need the luck tome as a result of that. And for my last tome, I went for size. I wanted to see max size. I wanted to see how big the AoE's got. And in retrospect, I wish I had gone for difficulty. I wish I had gone for attack speed or critical hit or damage. But size has been very funny. I don't know that I'm gonna try it again until I get around to trying out the Flame Walkers, because I can't help but feel like, well, let's not spoil the run too much, because I do get the impression that talking about why I feel underwhelmed by size gets into a little bit of how these weapons end up comparing against each other. And as that may have given away, I've been doing this intro in post. Tell me how you feel about it. How it can be improved if you wish it were shorter, wish it had different graphics on the screen in some capacity, if you wish I'd brought more attention to the items as I got them, all that sort of stuff. The reason I'm doing the post-commentary introduction, aside from just wanting the graphics and the concise explanation up front, is that also if I'm doing a lot of resetting to get green card runs going, which I am, this took a lot longer than it should have to get this run recorded, it's going to result in me having to either like lock in and zone out to do it all, or doing the same opening commentary 2 to 10 times as I'm getting the run off the ground. And I think it'll just work out better from a production standpoint like this, but if I'm wrong, let me know. Tell me how it feels in the comments. All right, not a bad stone golem. We have a green card on the map. This is something resembling a run. I'd say other than the fact of a green card, nothing is going particularly well. We have 2 moldy cheeses. We have 2 echo shards. That's not bad. I really need to find a key just inevitably at some point. It's super important. But you know what? I think 2 echo shards, 2 moldy cheese is probably pretty good. And they're up on top of the map. Of course, it's ghouls. Now, I've kind of lost track of where that merchant was. What on earth is over there? It's a magnet shrine? Go to hell. We're not doing that. You can stay there, buddy. And there's Hat Guy way in the distance, barely loaded on. Oh, maybe it's the wrong Hat Guy, actually. Did not want to spend a roll there. I'm going to take the uncommon size upgrade. Don't know where the ghouls are. They must just be ages behind me. Now they're coming up the wall. Did not know there were 2 hat guys over here. One of them I definitely missed. Not this one. Now, I have a very high projectile count for a Megachad without a projectile tome. And I also have a pretty strong aura. I think I'm going to be fine in this swarm. Going to be fine, rather. Added a D in there. Oh, I saw you. I was so sad when I saw you. I'll take the beacon, though. It's worth. Gonna take Chaos Dome over terrible upgrades. I really need to stop getting evasion, but hey, it's better than projectile speed. Some of the failed reset runs you've not seen that are getting edited out are things where I just get projectile speed and silver gain over and over again, can't get any weapons, and then die on Lilbart because I just don't do anything. Glad we're not having one of those runs. We definitely have more of a build going than that. 3 Echo Shards, huh? Pretty low on refreshes. I'll take a bad Katana upgrade here. Maybe I should have skipped. So I enabled a dice because I've had a bunch of runs now where I've gotten to stage 2 on good runs, like really good runs, and then died to like 4 to 6 Chad Barks. Maybe the lesson is don't summon that many Chad Barks or be stronger than I was. But a big part of why I'm losing to them is I have most of my levels invested into aura. It's hard to hit them all. And then with my other weapons, these 2 are doing a lot of work, but then I'll have Flame Wakers doing nothing. And I was sure that if I had dice instead of Flame Walkers, I'd be winning those fights. I'm gonna take the Golden Tome and lock that in now. I don't think I want to use Flame Walkers. I think that is a mistake. Locking my XP Tome and dice. Okay. If I saw Flame Walkers before dice there, I was probably going to take it. I'm glad I'm not doing it though. I genuinely think it's a big mistake. I think Flame Walker on Chad just results in me being really weak for stage 2 and killing myself every time I've done it. Epic Size Tome versus the Aura upgrade. I'm actually gonna take Epic Size, make this a little bit bigger. XP every time I see it without fail. Kevin, you've shown up before any of your synergy pieces. You've only made the run harder. I'm gonna take invincibility because I'm not gonna be here when anything happens. How much map is left? I feel like I've been really effective at exploring this time around. Sometimes because I've been resetting so much, I like play more to scout effectively in the beginning. And I find myself being really, really bad about actually exploring effectively. That doesn't seem to be the case this time, although that is certainly not a great run. I don't know. I need the crit chance. Do I? Previously, I really needed to get 100% crit chance eventually, because that would be the only way to enable Grandma's Tonic, but I disabled that for better odds at green card, which I've got to say feels like it's paying off. I'm getting more green card runs these days. I'm going to take Chaos Dome here. Those are bad weapon upgrades. Gold gain's not great, but you can do a hell of a lot worse. Well, hot damn. Okay, so the way this works when you get a Moai like this, where it's offering only legendaries, if you refresh, you only get legendaries. Now that said, I'm probably supposed to take Sucky, Magnet, or Anvil. I think I have the tiniest chance of getting multiple Anvil upgrades if I wait. Because like I've done most of the level already. I don't think I'm getting double Anvil if I buy this. I'm gonna take Sucky Magnet to get as much experience from the Ghost Wave as possible and make sure I can be strong for stage 2. I'm not convinced it's right. What I am convinced of is I need to go see that man. He has a straight up 50% chance of having another green card. Also, this map design is fucking devious. There's just not a way up. You have to go all the way around like this. Yikes. I don't think that Dexecutioner upgrade is good enough. Like, it's basically the bare minimum. It's got flat damage on a common tier, and crit chance is like, you know, technically doing something, but you can do so much better. Also, Kevin, can you calm down, man? I have no lifesteal. I have 9% lifesteal, just nowhere near enough. Gold shield would be much appreciated, or any of these synergy pieces, really, just so I start having a reason to have this Kevin. Right now, I'm just playing the game on hard mode for potential. Yikes. I think I do take Slurp Gloves, though. That's still helping me sustain through the Kevin a lot. What was the shrine down there? 9 at shrine, not a big deal. Damage feels solid, and Slurp Gloves are definitely helping with the sustain. But I'm still a ways off of a good run. That said, we have a credit card. That's really all I need to have the potential of a run in front of me. The issue is I have no keys. I don't want to start opening chests with no keys. Those all suck. I'm taking the gold gain. 1 upgrade crit percent's real bad. Like, using a weapon upgrade to get a low quality shard shrine reward is not right. Gotta be greedier than that. Sir, give me a key. Give me a potential for the future. Yikes. Commons and not even good ones. Definitely the bracelet, though. Gotta say, the triple Echo Shard is doing something. Gonna keep taking projectile count because I'm genuinely worried about losing the boss. So I'm gonna play very, very greedily with regard to what makes me kill the stage 2 boss when I summon 5 of them. That is not a bad executioner upgrade, and I am, again, terrified. There's a magnet behind me. I don't think it really matters. But I'm also opening a swarm, and we're pretty much done with the map. I'm not really sure what I should be doing there. No, I've got Sucky Magnet. I'll just get it off the boss if I don't find another Magnet Shrine. I'm gonna clear out this last section of the map. I think that's the most reasonable thing to do. Nothing up here. What's beneath? Shard Shrine and another Hat Man. Gonna keep pushing XP every chance I get. It's all multiplicative with the shards. So I can get very, very far ahead on levels very quickly if I keep taking XP tomes. Yikes. I'm too much of a coward. I'm too much of a baby back bitch to take difficulty, man. I'm just not good enough at the game to push difficulty. Like, why would I take a shrine difficulty reward when I'm actively not clicking on the greed totems, right? I'm gonna take Chaos Tome here. Thanks, buddy. I have 2 cheeses, 3 echo shards. Gonna take the greedy option. All right, Ball Shrine is all the way bottom right. I think... Oh, I've made a mistake here. It didn't kill me, thankfully. Because I don't have double jump, and I thought I did. First, I'm going to use this healing shrine for a second. And actually get myself back to a reasonable amount of health. 21% damage is solid. You know what? The beacon's doing something. I didn't realize that I needed it just to heal myself. Oh, it's only 1 boss. We're completely fine. I was worried. I thought I'd clicked on ball shrines. It looks like just there were 0 ball shrines on this level because I clicked on everything. If I check my map, there's 1 green thing I haven't clicked on, which I'm pretty confident is a magnet shrine the more I think about it. So I'll cut there since it's on the way to the boss. Yes, it's a magnet shrine. So do I want to start opening things? I've got 1 green card, no keys. May as well just wait till next level, to be honest with you. Take the size tome. And as always, I'm just taking tomes over bad weapon upgrades as I build up my luck. In this case, I think Chaos Tome is better than Size. Like, Size is the least valuable. I want to push experience when I can. If I can't push experience, I'm going to take Chaos. And then neither of these are great, although Gold's probably the more appealing option. Epic, crit chance, crit damage on the katana. I think I can't say no to that. That's good enough. Like, yeah, you want more than epic, but that's too greedy. Gonna take Chaos Tome again. 1.5 extra jumps. Finally got somewhere. Oh, I've got 4. I got extra jumps, and was I wrong about not having them, or did I pick them up and instantly forget? My brain cannot hold any information long in this game, so it's entirely possible that I picked them up right after struggling with it and just forgot instantly. Pickup range 42%. Wow, that's so helpful. I actually don't want to open this just yet. Like, I can, if it's only 1 boss, I can open it like 10 seconds into the ghost wave. I don't even need to open it before 0. So right now I'm best off just wandering around trying to open some pots, I guess. Always happy to take order upgrades though. It feels so fucking greedy to do this. To just refuse to open a single chest on stage 1 while doing green card strats. But very genuinely, I don't think it's worth. I think that's wrong. Well, I can always start opening chests if there are any in sight. Bad news about that. So I can see 1 chest. Oh, it's up there. Oh, that's a big yikes from me. I've got all the extra jumps in the world. Is this useful? No, but I've got them, and it makes me very happy. It will be useful in the future for scouting and evading things, but for now, it's mostly just fun. Hey, we got the key relatively quickly. I realize that my levels are affected by luck, and I need my luck going up in the first place. And also, the fastest way to get this key is to start opening shit. Those are all pretty bad. I'm gonna go Gold Tome. Why am I sustaining a Kevin right now? I have 9% lifesteal and nothing else. I believe the answer is all hail Slurp Gloves. I could be wrong about that. Anyway, now that we're actually into the Ghost Swarm, I'll go ahead and summon the boss. Maybe I'm overestimating my damage. I don't want to be like too cocky with this. I'm gonna take the XP Tim. I don't need anything else. Oh no, we're fine. I could have waited another 15 seconds easy. I thought I'd be able to walk out of it fast enough. Not quite. Megachad is not a very fast character. Just gonna get away from the boss. I don't want to kill him before I have to. Reason he's going down immediately. Reason being is if I can avoid killing him. Why is his health keep what's going on with his health bar, man? That's very confusing. I wanted to avoid killing him for as long as possible to delay the magnet effect to hit as many ghosts as possible. That was the reason I wanted to wait to kill him. Don't think I was able to really slow it down any more than that. The electric plug is nice. We finally have a benefit from Kevin. Every time we hit someone, we have a 25% chance to do a lightning AoE around us. That's solid. I definitely don't want to be against the wall on the other side. This has to be safer. And we're just going to sit here until probably like 5 seconds into Blackest. I don't really need them to touch me. I kind of have a pretty good idea of how it's going to go. Not getting enough upgrades to justify taking anything other than size. All right. I don't know. This is actually really solid damage from the aura. Maybe we can stay against Blackest for a second. If my shield goes down, I'm leaving immediately. No, one elite from the wrong side, and I'm going to have to get out of here. I thought. Nothing's ever getting close from that side, though. This is going better than I thought it was. I'm going to try to stay until the magnet goes off again. We're fine. We got an evade. And the magnet went off. Hell yeah. Gold tome. Did the magnet go off? I thought it did. Still have my shield. I'm not scared yet. We're gonna have to go real soon. That was flex triggering. The magnet's going off. Get me out. Yeah, that was a good timing. We were not making it to 2 minutes. That was getting progressively more sketchy as time went on. Okay. Magnet off the rip. Gonna hop into the air a little bit, get a better scout going on. The boss right over there. That's good to see early. I'm gonna cut that direction. I want as many extra chests as I can on this level. Shield's useless. We take luck. I don't think there's gonna be any difference in 6 shield and 100 shield by the end of this run. Take size over bad upgrades. 12% damage is not great, to be honest. Oh, I suppose it's not true that Kevin was doing nothing. He's constantly putting my flex on cooldown, which, yes, is bad defensively. Thank God we have the mirror. But it is actually very helpful in that it's giving me a lot more damage scaling. Like, if I take a look at my damage, I'm at 4.5x, and that's not just red credit card. That's the only item I have doing increased damage. A lot of that is going to be from Kevin spamming flex. Another magnet shrine, huh? Take damage to elites over trash. And this time I'm going to try to delay as long as I possibly can. 2 free chests, Jesus. I'm going to try to delay as long as I can again because I want to see if I can find a microwave to dupe my key, if I can find a second green card on a vendor or something. Projectile count feels like the hardest of those stats for me to come by. I don't feel like I necessarily need experience again. Hell yes. What do we have? Cheat death. Well, with how my previous runs have been going, I'll end up using that on the boss. But theoretically, that's very helpful. Am I strong enough to handle the first wave of 3 bosses? Fucking better be. I'm gonna be so embarrassed if Stone Golem has my number. But really, I'm just very high level, right? I've got the XP totem going, the tome, rather. I've got the XP tome going. I definitely don't need more jumps. And I've got 4 echo shards, which is a lot. But I don't know that I'm gonna be strong enough to deal with bosses easily. Well, better figure it out then, Chief, because we're doing it. I'm gonna take the flat damage upgrade here. Nope, I'm not. It's not a very good upgrade. You can do better. I saw a yellow hat guy, I think. I might just be optimistic. Blue hat guy, damn. Might want to stand in this until it finishes, though. 12% damage, I guess. Hello, Stone Golems. I don't think I'll be doing that charge run. Gonna take another red credit card. I can't take a second Kevin without, like, I'll just die. It's not gonna be good for me. Honestly, damage seems good. It seems notably better than I was expecting it to be real with you. I thought it was much weaker than this. That's very reassuring. almost killed myself because I thought I would die slightly faster than that, though. Yikes. The campfire is good. That's gonna make it another thing helping me to deal with Kevin. What's this do? So I'm gonna have... Okay, that's the after evade one. I was supposed to banish those slurp gloves. I don't know why I pressed E. I was like, oh, it's after you evade. Okay. And then I pressed E. I didn't need second slurp gloves. I was 100% supposed to banish this. It's fine. We're just down one other purple. It hurts. It's not good, but it's fine. Take the luck. Grab this and be on my way. Megachad space program, go. Yeah, I should be fine on challenge shrines. I just killed 5 bosses. Why am I worried? Honestly, didn't feel that good. Legendary aura upgrade, you say? I'm in. Okay, we want to circle around the top half of the map. We basically just done the bottom half. What is under this string? Figured it had to be a hat, guys, as I wasn't seeing him. Yikes. Clover, I guess. I don't know. Aura's doing good work. That's definitely a solid thing that's happening. I'm gonna keep taking upgrades on Aura over other weapons because Aura's job is to carry the early game. It can be relatively weak in the late game. It's never gonna hit hard enough to deal with super late Ghost. What it is going to do is preserve my other weapons upgrades until stage 3 when I found an anvil. All right, that's a pretty good one, but I have a base projectile count already of 6. It's not bad at all. I think that's good enough. Although I should probably actually charge the shrine. I'm gonna take chaos down. Jump height, space program is continuing to build. Not sure it's helpful. Yikes, crit damage, I guess. I don't know why I said yikes. Crit damage is good enough. I don't have crit now, but I will definitely have it eventually. It's just a matter of time when you run chaos tome. Gold tome over common upgrades on my late game weapons. All right, rare with damage and crit damage. Is that good enough? Sadly, I can't see its crit chance. That's very important to the decision. I don't think it is. I'm taking gold gain. XP tome. 1 XP as fast as I can possibly get it. Chest, there we go. If you ever see me think about which shard shrine to pick and power-up chances on this stream, what's happening is I haven't seen power-up drop chance yet. Another key. It's all right. Maybe I should have taken... No, I think gold gain just needs to be part of the setup. I don't think I really need like particularly high gold gain. So I think it's probably right to take gold gain at low rarities over chaos tome at low rarities. I don't know for sure though. It's this very weird game of balancing when you're greedy with which things. For instance, you're supposed to be greedy with leaving this at the last possible moment and not before then, which I've done repeatedly in this run. Fuck it, jump height. I know I don't need it. I know it's not helpful, but I'm still taking it. Honestly, having a bit more jump height's nice. It might come back to bite me on the final boss, but having each individual jump give you a lot more movement lets me control how I'm moving much more. I'm gonna take elite spawn increase. They don't seem very threatening at this point. My goal in this level is to max out experience gain during the ghost phase and just to be strong enough to beat the bosses. I'm gonna take a chaos tome. Crit chance 10% is definitely worth. That was notably above average. I'm taking luck, I guess. I think it's about time to start opening up the chest. Yeah, we've seen what the level has to offer. We're not getting more and we need to open chest. Yeah, that's XP. Not good on the upgrades. Attack speed, I suppose. Wow, that guy is getting durable. I must have killed a lot of them without realizing it. I'm gonna take size tome. I don't know that was the right choice there. Maybe gold tome was better. Anyway, we gotta start getting into chest. That's what the last 4 minutes of this level is gonna be all about, is just opening as many chests as I possibly can. I was hoping the number would be much higher than it currently is, but we don't do scars in this house. That is not a good item. Because our goal is to stand perfectly still and maximize value out of stuff like idle juice. Jumping is generally dangerous in ghost waves in the first place. Well, I'm gonna have a lot more move speed now thanks to the Coward's Cloak. Is there anything I'm missing? I wish I could check my map when the game is paused at any capacity. Yeah, there's a bit of fog of war over here that I want to check out. We banished Borgor. I know it's not right. I just don't like it. I don't want to see a million Borgors littered on the ground. I don't like looking at them. The item does nothing. We're going to banish it, even though it's not technically the correct play. It does give me some amount of stats to banish. Projectile speed is so thoroughly not the stat I wanted on the Chaos Dome, though. Just gonna knock out these chests in the top left corner. I've got time. Got a lot of movement speed now that the Coward's Cloak is constantly triggering. More keys is always appreciated. Wrench is unexceptional, but I guess I have 2 beacons, so it'll do something. Oats is literally useless. I'm not even remotely concerned with having this item. How are we doing on cash? It's unclear. We might be able to open tremendously more crates, or we might be pretty much at the end. The biggest density of chest is top right and then bottom left. I'm gonna keep pushing Aura pretty much every chance I get. I want to make sure I don't get overwhelmed by Ghost too early. Chaos Dome, I suppose. Wow, Thorns. It's certainly one of the stats in the game. Someday I'll go bother doing the achievements that give me additional value off of Thorns, but I'm probably going to disable those items anyway to have better odds at the items that make powerful strats competitive. Okay, it's my first beefy ring. Normally, I would banish this, but I need to do some science here. I have about 400 health, so this is about plus 80% damage. It should go to 11.8x based on my understanding. Increased damage, these should be additive. I've heard that it's multiplicative. If that's the case, then instead of gaining 80% of 1, we're gonna gain 80% of 11, which is a fucking huge amount. It'll be immediately obvious. So let's take that, give it a second to pop in. 15.5x, yeah, that's multiplicative. Crazy. How do you tell what's multiplicative and what's not? Because like the wording on that's basically the same as gem juice, and I'm pretty sure gem juice is not multiplicative. Maybe it is, maybe I'm wrong about that. Definitely want at least 1 beefy ring though, if that's the case. Seems like a very good item to have. Also, none of this is good. Honestly, that's what Skip is for. I'll live. XP upgrade. Little bit of experience happening with the shards. We have a good few more chests. We're still doing great on cash. We're picking up more keys. So I'm gonna sweep this left side. Man, I cannot land next to shit for my life. I'm just so unable to predict my movement speed between Chaos Tomes and Coward's Clip constantly triggering. I don't really know how fast I am. I almost pressed jump 2 more times, and if I had done that, I'd have gone to space. The Banner Spiky Shield, we do not want that. Several free chests back to back. Very happy with that. I have no idea how many bosses I've summoned, by the way. All right, how strong are we? Oh, we are strong. We are not particularly durable, though, so it's worth being cautious. Very nice to see the Chunkums go down that fast. I suddenly feel much more confident about this run. Oh my god, we finally got it. Now, all these times Kevin's hitting us, instead of just triggering our flex relatively frequently, it's going to be triggering the golden shield and giving me ungodly amounts of money. Took until the end of stage 2, but we finally assembled it. I can't ban anything of low tier. It's just not worth it. We're at the boss portal. Good. We do not need more slurp gloves. Those gotta go. I think projectile count flat damage on epic dice is actually just a straight up good upgrade. Obviously, it's not legendary. It's not anvil, but it's good enough. And I guess we Chaos Tome here. I'm summoning this now in case I'm grossly overestimating myself. I think I'm completely fine. But just in case I'm wrong about that, right? Let's not get too greedy. Honestly, I'm glad I did this early. If I were in the ghost phase, I'd be panicking right now. Also, with all these jumps, with all this jump height, I can easily stay above the ground where their attacks aren't hitting me. Like, I'm not actually on the ground very frequently at all here. I'm taking Epic Chaos Tome. That might be more jump height than I want. Like, it was neat and helpful a second ago. I think it's detrimental now. Also, why do I have so many jumps? Slurp gloves are doing their best to keep me going. Also, we're gonna kill them, like, notably too soon. There's nothing to be done about it. Gonna take the aura upgrade. I guess I'm aura upgrading. It's fine. It can have the bad upgrades. Its job is done. Or rather, its job is currently being finished. This is what it's for. And another key is very good. XP tome for sure. And I'm going to try to open as many chests as I can before I get forced into the portal. I don't have an idle juice yet, so playing aggressively to open chests during the white ghost phase is totally fine. More moldy cheese. Blue hat guy, apparently. Just missed him. Cast home, I suppose. Crit damage is very nice. Solid ore upgrade. I don't want more coward slick. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to take unstable transfusion, start trying to get something happening with blood mark. Do I banish this beefy ring? Yeah. Maybe with the other stuff that I've banished, I didn't need to banish beefy ring, but I want way more legendaries and way more green cards to get them. So it's an epic that's not the thing I explicitly need. Aura, I suppose. Every jump's kind of crazy now. Like if I press jump twice, I go to the moon. Very nice. I'm at 27,000 gold, you say? Might be able to get a fair few chests then. I'm gonna keep pushing Aura upgrade. It needs to be doing good work against Black Ghost, and I don't know if it's strong enough to do that yet. Yeah, that's just 2 jumps. How many jumps do I have again? Got 5 extra jumps. Just a couple. I think I just heard a chest crack as I came up here, yeah. How's our luck at, by the way? Only 167. Well, we're working on it. I'm gonna take XP pretty much every single time it's offered, because we're nowhere near 10x yet. Can't banish rares, so that gets to live. I don't think I care about a charge run. I think every chest is tremendously more important. Gonna loop through the middle. Flat damage at epic is honestly good enough on the katana for me. Legendary XP tome, hell yeah. I appreciate this magnet, actually. I killed a lot of ghosts away from the portal. I'm gonna get all of these chests between me. 3.8 projectile count, hot damn. Getting just a sufficient amount of projectiles and attack speed is the main reason I'm convinced Chaos Tome is optimal. The fact that it can also give you things like experience ahead of curve when you're missing XP tome, more difficulty, all that is very nice. I'm reasonably convinced it's just very, very good because well, you want to get as many different multipliers to high values as you can, and Chaos Tome is the only thing. Like every other tome is just multiplying out against one variable, not against the whole damn thing. Chaos Tome will give you every type of upgrade that you aren't running. And in the case of meta scaling traps, you tend to be running basically no upgrades. I've got a mirror already, don't I? We banished that one then. I think I banished most of the epics already. All right, now we just sit here and we rake in the XP and hopefully it works out for us. 20% lifesteal off 1 Chaos Tome. Holy shit. I think that was only rare too. It wasn't even epic or legendary. So we should be leaving this level with an absolute fortune to our name. We can probably grab that chest right there relatively soon. I just need to not get myself killed, which seems like it should be easy to do. Ooh, that chest is bait, isn't it? Because it's so close to the wall. That's a lot of luck. Damage crit chance on legendary, I'll take it. I didn't quite see how much luck it gave me, and it doesn't pop up down here in the shrine log, but it was a lot, I'm sure. So how many minutes do I think I can make it here on stage 2? The goal is at least 6, and right now that looks incredibly reasonable. Another chest just dropped. Greed, you will be my undoing. All right, we got it. Ooh, idle juice is big, and I'm going to believe I can open this chest no problem. That's incredible. That's why we banned them all, to guarantee we get more. And we're probably not going to be able to move after this point, unfortunately, because now we want to sit here. We're starting this off at 25.9x damage. We're a little bit on the strong side. Push XP every chance I get, basically. We want that going as quickly as possible. I just lost shield to my shock. 26x is my baseline. If shield can't regenerate, I'm gonna get very nervous here, but we should be fine. Okay, so we were at 26x, and it should ramp up, I think, to 52x. Legendary Chaos Tome, 22% experience. I mean, honestly, that's very good right now. Gonna take the gold tome. It does not ramp quickly. I think it takes a full minute. And a minute in this game is an eternity because of how often the game pauses. Legendary Chaos Tome for another 18% lifesteal. So the amount you get is variable. I probably high rolled that previous lifesteal then. I'm gonna take the aura upgrade. Maybe I shouldn't. XP. Oh, I just got pushed. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna be out relatively soon then. The fact that I can't get idle juice going is very worrisome. We're not gonna make it to 6 minutes. I wonder, oh, were the next slipping around the tree into me? That might have been what was happening. Actually, I have the JoJo reference. I have a cheat death. Yeah, with cheat death, we can actually stick around way longer. I can be greedy. If I lose it, I lose it. That's what it's for. It's definitely worth all the additional value it can give. I should have just skipped there rather than taking a super bad aura upgrade. No chest in a while, though. But yeah, I totally forgot I got a cheat death at the start of this level. That makes this so much safer. We're at 6x experience gain. Silver gain. What is that? Projectile count and damage. I don't think that's good enough, to be honest with you. Because I've already got 10 projectile count here. I'm going to gain a lot more because Chaos Tome has 70 levels left. 12.6% luck is still solid. We're not at the point where our luck's gotten out of control just yet. Yeah, they're getting through, but not very much. Gold gain, I suppose. More gold gain. I don't want these terrible upgrades. That's all yikes, but I think size gets gratuitous at some point. See, it's basically only one stat on this legendary. I can't justify that. So I'm at 228 luck, 3 green cards. I think I can expect to get an anvil in this run, and I really don't want to upgrade any weapons right now. So I'm going to keep pushing experience every time I see it. We're at 142 already. I wish I could track how much increased damage I'd gotten out of Megachad's flexibility, because I have no idea, to be real with you. I know it's a not insubstantial amount. That much crit chance and damage is pretty serious. I'll take that dice upgrade. XP. More chaos. It turned out it was XP too. Gold gain. It's getting progressively sketchier. I'd rather not use my cheat death if I don't have to. Yeah, it's still really inconsistent how frequently I get hit, and I heal back to full instantly. I'm having time to regenerate my shield. 15% crit chance, hell yeah. Oof. That's gonna be the cheat death used. It just triggered. I almost made it back. I knew I should have left about 4 minutes in. A little bit too greedy. Let it mostly time out. There's no reason to leave just yet. There it goes. As soon as we're done sucking this in, we're out of here. No point sticking around. Not gonna run the risk. That's what the cheat death is for. I didn't like using it, but I wanted to believe I could stick around a little bit longer. And Aura's gotten a little bit of size going for it, as you may have noticed. Now, hot tech that I have heard about and I've started doing. Now that we're on stage 3, we're going to utilize all of our jumps to immediately run around the map and hit every boss shrine. I'm in no rush to go to Moai, so I'm going to build those up tremendously over the course of the level. Because it turns out Moais are affected by luck. I was wrong about that. So I want to go there after I've opened a shitload of chests. However, there's only a couple of times in this level that bosses are actually going to spawn, and it's important that I have all the boss shrines before that happens. Also, at this point, I'm definitely strong enough to hit every difficulty shrine left. Goodbye, guys. Oh, it's I'm gonna grab this now just because it's in dead end nowhere, and I'm never gonna be back for it if I don't. And you can see Aura's doing its damn job now. I think crit chance is better than percent damage for me. I could be wrong about that. There are not any more boss shrines than that. That's a little bit underwhelming. Not fully done scouting yet. We're getting 6% luck per chest opened. Hello? He's not real. You can't talk to him. I don't know what's going on with that. Can I interact with other things? Yeah, I can interact with other things. One sec, I'm gonna go back to him and see if it works from like, oh, was it maybe the plant was doing something weird with his hitbox? Nah, I just can't talk to that guy. There was even like a weird like sound effect playing when I was trying to talk with him. I don't know what the fuck that is. Hey, there's a ball shrine. Made it in time. What? They're at 630? Oh, that's miserable. I thought they were at 6. Damage is good though. Golden gloves, not so much. 79,000 gold, huh? All right, time to start opening every single chest, every single shrine. We're gonna get everything on this map, clear all of it. Is rare crit damage and damage good enough? I think it just barely is. Not thrilled about it. Epic chaos, legendary size, legendary XP. XP, we're still nowhere near 10x, are we? Yeah, we're at 7.3. Gold gain, more XP. Damage to elites 24% is honestly not bad. Elite ghosts are what's gonna kill me probably. Plus 2 projectile count, sign me up. I feel kind of bad for not using flame walkers, but very genuinely, I had 2 other runs, both of which I think were actually stronger runs than this, die on the end of the last stage because I just couldn't hit the boss effectively because I wasn't running dice as my last weapon. I guess that's a pretty weak chaos tome. Well, I'm glad it was a low tier if it was giving me jump. I don't really want any more of that. I'm gonna take difficulty every time it's offered at this point. I think we're at a point where we've scaled so hard that no amount of difficulty that we can feasibly obtain is going to be scary. I'll take elite spawn chance. I still don't know how valuable it is, but I do know that it's valuable. It's eventually going to translate to more chests. It's just really hard to understand how many chests it's actually worth. 10k per chest, huh? Man, I really hope the keys do their job. I've got 8 of them. That should get me around 55-60% chest for free. Take a chaos down. 42 regen, huh? Not having great RNG on these chests so far. I don't think I even need to pay attention to the swarm wave if I'm being honest with you. I don't think it does anything. I think Aura just kills them instantly. Man, that is a lot of commons for a man with 300% luck. That will eventually start sorting the problem. Not great upgrades. I'm gonna skip. Size, I probably should have just taken XP to be honest with you. Legendary size, huh? Sure. Projectile speed is such a bad stat, man. I'll take gold gain. There's a rage power up down there. I can't imagine I need it for anything though. I'm gonna keep taking power up drop chance. We picked up a lot of it on this stage. More XP. We're still not 10x. Aura over trash. Legendary size again. I don't need size at all. Legendary damage on the Dexecutioner is appealing, but I can't take a 1-stat upgrade when I still believe I'll get an anvil. And take legendary size when it's offered each time. Feels like it's getting gratuitous though. Green Chaos Tome's not exciting, but I think I still take it. We've got to be pretty close to 10x experience at this point. Hey, more idle juice. That shit's huge. How are we on experience, by the way? We are at 7.7x. Still a ways to go. How to charge shrines in the neighborhood? I think I just take flat damage. I'll take damage to elites. I don't have a lot of that stat at all. More damage to elites, I suppose. Aura upgrade. More XP. More XP every single time. I've got to get that done. Gold gain. All bad. I'll take duration. I don't think it does anything though. Maybe it can affect an item I don't have yet. There is another boss totem that I missed. All this idle juice is definitely going to do something during the ghost wave, but not super thrilled about my lack of a cheat death going into the ghost wave. Wow, those are all terrible. I'll skip again. Gold tome. XP. Size. Is that good enough? I don't think it is. Chaos. XP. More chaos. So I missed out on 2 chests on that first boss wave. Unfortunate. I'll get better at that as I do it more and more though. Also, Megachad is fundamentally not a very fast character. Need to open every chest I can. Thank you, keys. I really appreciate when you actually do your job. Theoretically, I should be able to get more chests during the ghost wave. I don't know if I actually will be, though. Bloody Cleaver is a huge amount of additional damage. I have 56% lifesteal, so that's going to be quite a bit of blood mark. And I guess lifesteal is a damage stat now. I'm gonna take gold gain over experience here, actually. Good job, Keys. You didn't really carry your weight as much as I was hoping you would. I guess I only have the one Kevin, the one golden shield. Not a particularly high level gold tome. Trying to figure out what I should be doing. Wow, I missed a lot of these, apparently. Size and crit chance are really not the legendary stats I want, you know? That's a skip, man. Or maybe I should have gone gold gain there, actually. Maybe I don't need to be pushing Aura at all. Well, Aura's about to stop showing up full stop. Chaos Tome. XP. No more Chaos. Gold gain. I think we're okay. I think we're strong enough to handle the final boss with relative ease. We'll be a high enough level that it'll all just work out. Crit damage for sure. That's huge. I'm gonna take the Chaos Tome. XP again. We've got to be close to max XP at that point. I'm gonna try to hold off until I get a legendary final upgrade there. There we go. Not that it matters. I should have been doing that for a long time before now. 9.1. We're not done on experience yet. Look at a few more times. It's not competing with much. 24% luck, huh? Not bad. We have another free chest over there. What did I lose my shield to just now? I have no idea. How's my attack speed looking? 115%. I would assume it starts at 100%, so it's looking terrible. It's gonna say the same thing no matter what. I don't know why I opened it like it would inform anything. Chaos Tome for sure. More XP. I don't know if I needed that. Yeah, we actually do still need experience. More lifesteal is actually fantastic. Gold gain. Keys, do your job. Keys did not do their job. I was looking for the borders of my aura. It's not even on the screen anymore. 28,900 for the next chest, huh? A little bit rough there. Gonna keep pushing gold gain at this point. It's probably my new and most important stat. Guys, please get down here so I can kill you. I don't think they're lasting long. It's very hard to tell exactly how the fight's going on account of all the level ups that are currently getting sucked in. But I think they're pretty much dead already. How did I get so much experience? Jesus. A little bit faster than I thought they would be. What's my difficulty at? 42% and they're that fast? Terrifying. It might just be the thing where when bosses spawn inside each other, they physics each other and push each other. I'm going to assume it was that, because that was alarmingly fast. The thing is, I feel like I was supposed to be where I am with my green cards now, like at the start of the stage. We're at 454 luck, which is respectable, but like, I'm sure enemies are spawning and dying somewhere. It's still at 9:30. It took a while. Oh, right. Yeah. When bosses spawn, there's a small period of time where other stuff doesn't spawn right afterwards. I forgot about that, which is why nothing happened for so long. I guess I'm just looking for Vasis at this point. Oh, I can grab these difficulty shrines. They're no problem. Oh, I've already got that one. Good job. I was like, it's not on my map. Why not? I'll try again. It's not going to do anything. Yeah, I don't know what's up with him. That's a new one for me. Oh, we're at 33,000 already. That must have been a very good pot. This will be the last bit of experience I need. I guess I'm going to take max HP. None of those do anything. I have enough size. Okay, so the only epic left is green card. I banished all the other ones. If only we could find the legendaries that I did it for. Lifesteal? Maybe I should have taken crit damage. I was thinking blood marks to one-shot the final boss are more important, because I could actually manage to throw against the final boss. Chaos Tome, I suppose. Just to see. I didn't mean to accept max health. Oh, I can hit the ceiling. Space program successful. We've gone to space. There is nowhere further to go. What's down here? What is down there? Oh, magnet shrine. Worth clicking on. Going to refresh, you can do better. What? I thought it always refreshed the same. I'm just gonna take the green card. I'm scared. Every time I've ever hit refresh, it had the same number until just now. Does it only refresh the items the highest rarity at the same rarity? No, because I've refreshed commons into legendaries before. I got no idea how this game works, man. I'm terrified. Whatever, it's fine. Are there any other items left on the map? There's something over here. Gold gain. It's a Moai statue. Nice to see. I'll take a rare chaos tome. I'm going to use XP to skip. And take size. And take a rare chaos tome. Not exactly a good katana. Gold tome, I suppose. Not good upgrades anywhere, man. Do I take crit chance and projectile count? It's not even at 100% yet, so fine. The dice upgrade's probably good. I'll take that one. Epic gold gain. All right, if you could offer me the legendaries that my 466% luck so thoroughly deserves, I'd really appreciate it, buddy. Do I take legendary flat damage with nothing else? I think I do. Are you gonna do it again? No. Wow, that's miserable, man. Hopefully, we can open some pots, make some gold, and the keys will start doing their job. But I'm getting worried at this point. We should be able to run the entire black ghost phase with nothing to worry about. Legendary chaos dome giving 15% crit chance is damn nice, though. Need to grab every single... That wasn't a vase. Where's the vase at? Oh, it's here. Need to grab every single vase, get these numbers as high as I can, so I can open more chests. Because theoretically, I'm just like one chest away from opening 5 chests. You never know when the keys are gonna start doing their job. I mean, I'm glad they're not additive. They'd be very broken if they were, but they're still very frustrating to have a... I could do the exact math. I know 10x is a 2/3 chance. Oh, hey, another Moai, thank God. Also, some of those vases did their job. That is a lot more money than I had a second ago. Projectile count and crit damage on legendary. I think that's good enough. Why? I have no refreshes left anyway. A little bit of a rough stage 3. I didn't gain much here. I got blood marks, which will help me to some capacity. Come on, keys. I need you to carry. All right. Hell yeah. Holy Book is one of the things we're built around. It should get a lot of damage. I know there's not much time left in the run, but I expect it to do incredibly well all the same. And we have a red card. A little bit late, buddy. Well, I want to find a place with several chests. This seems fine. I can still get vases. I actually am in no danger, so I should be getting vases. Power up multiplier. It's certainly one of the stats in the game. I'm going by my minimap. I can't tell where this shit is. I really appreciate the projectile opacity settings. Like, the game is just so much easier to look at these days. I just missed it. Just wasn't looking at anything but my minimap and just didn't quite click on the thing I needed to click on. I'm going to take the legendary upgrade. I'm not convinced it's a good one. Man, I press jump one too many times and I'm just in low stratosphere. This shit's rough. Size tome, I suppose. Yeah, no anvil. Not even that many legendaries after all this time is pretty rough. Ooh, legendary gold gain versus legendary chaos. I'm gonna take legendary gold gain, honestly. It could translate to several more items. And I am missing some very, very core items at the minute. Epic chaos, who knows what it'll be. Crit chance and damage, is that good enough? Probably not. I'm gonna skip, that's what it's for. Gold gain and epic seems fine by me. More chaos. Knockback, what is that? I'm pretty fast on foot. I guess it'll be easier to get to vases by not jumping. So white ghost phase ended without me even really seeing an enemy. I don't think that dice upgrade's good enough. Come on, chest. Well, on the bright side, it did give me 20% luck just from opening it. On the downside, don't really care about that anymore. It was free by the look of it, though. Gotta be careful with how I send this wall. Well, at least the key is more items. And yeah, I'm surprisingly safe going into this ghost phase. I wonder if that was worth skipping. I think maybe it was. Cool. At least it was free. More Kevin, more gold. I should have enough lifesteal to tank it. It shouldn't be a problem. Rare Chaos Tome, power up drop chance, 15%, fucking massive. Grab this chest between spawn waves. Finally, the anvil showed up. We can upgrade the rest of our weapons. Oh, I was getting worried. Crit chance, damage, crit damage. Sign me up. It's only rare, but I think that's good enough. Rare Chaos Tome. Actually, no. I'm supposed to delay my weapons until after my tomes, the highest possible rarity. Unfortunately, it wasn't free, so once again, we're waiting on gold. But with the second Kevin, it's not quite as bad as it was. So Katana's just killing everything, huh? Crit damage, damage. Neither of these are great. I'm actually going to skip on XP here. Legendary size. Gold gain, legendary size. Bad size. I guess I should have skipped with XP instead, huh? Yeah, I'll skip with XP then. Legendary chaos. Gold gain. That was an all right upgrade. It's just it's uncommon. I know I can do better, right? XP is at 67, so I'll run out of skips in like 2 minutes. That's fine. More size. I think size is basically a skip. At this point, I have enough size that everything's massive. Epic chaos is definitely good enough. Size, projectile count, crit chance. I don't think that's good enough, man. It's just that size is totally wasted, but it is legendary, so I'll take it. Legendary size again, legendary size again. I should have read that Dexecutioner. Might have made a big mistake there. Deluxe finally hitting. Another holy book, don't mind if I don't. And it was free to boots. What about the next one? Sure. At least the green card was free. And we're starting to finally show off why the meta is green cards and keys. It's because you get very, very crazy towards the end. That one, sadly, wasn't free. Projectile count and damage, not good enough. 48% crit damage off the legendary chaos is obscene. Skip with XP. Crit damage and crit chance, I think, will be good enough on a legendary. I think I want epic or higher on my chaos tomes, really. I didn't read that katana. Probably a mistake. I want to open these chests, and also a free one dropped as I was starting around. I think we're stupid strong. Second golden shield, that's going to help us get a lot more chests than we otherwise would be. Most of my income is from golden shield, not from killing enemies. Legendary size, probably the right call. Flat damage is not the best, but I think I have low enough projectile count that projectile count's a good upgrade. I'll take this legendary katana upgrade. Need to grab this face real quick. What are we doing on chest cost? 63,000, huh? Jesus. Gonna need some legendary gold gain to make up for that. Thank God. Chalk blade is huge. Not only am I massively more durable now, which won't matter after I get to a certain point, but it will matter eventually. It gives me more lifesteal. Now that I'm at 100% lifesteal, I'm actually willing to banish Shock Blade because I wanted to be over 100% before I did that because of Bloody Cleaver. Projectile count, damage, crit chance. I think I'll take it. It's a legendary upgrade, hard to argue with it. Skip with epic. I didn't read the... I keep grabbing legendary chaos over looking at the legendary weapon upgrades. This one's terrible though. I'm gonna skip that. Let's skip with XP again. Crit chance size, projectile count's a bit rough to be honest. I'll take epic gold gain instead. All bad, I'll use a skip. Epic chaos is good enough. Crit damage, crit chance, projectile count's pretty good. Epic's a high enough rarity. More gold. All right, keys, just pull through for me. Land these coin flips heads. We got one of them. All right. Lightning orb. That's actually big. It means we can stun mobs and last a lot longer in the final phase than we otherwise would. What's behind me? There's something that's like actually a point of interest. Oh, it wasn't free. Well, it was coin flips, so I can't be too upset. Projectile count, size, and damage. Projectile count and damage is good. I'll take it. Do I have a Joe's dagger? No, I don't. That was a different run. Skip with XP, I suppose. Just actually skip. Damage, projectile count, crit chance is good enough on a legendary. Skip with XP. Projectile count, flat damage. Size is so bad. I'll take the chaos tome. What is this? Oh shit, it's a Moai. Well, I'll take a second Bloody Cleaver. That seems good. Ideally, that'll let me kill the final boss with blood marks. 74,000. I'll be there in a second. Fear is not very good, but it's hardly worth the banish. That's definitely getting saved for a redundant legendary like another magnet. I'll take Chaos Dam, I suppose. Damage, crit chance. It's legendary, I'll take it. Legendary size. Epic chaos. Rough weapon upgrades, I'll take the epic gold tome. Size, I suppose. More size. Got this opened. Overpowered lamp? No, bonk. Bonk is still good. I used to think bonk was bad. Apparently it's more accurate to say that bonk is good if you have so many attacks that you expect bonk to trigger on every enemy. Fucking oats. 80,000 gold oats. Okay, sure. Oh god, size is gonna be ridiculous. I'm only halfway done leveling it and I'm oh no. So size really isn't even here, but legendary damage is getting clicked on when I see it, man. I can't say no to that. Because the Black Ghost just can't hurt, man. I don't know if I'll be able to open every chest on the map. I would obviously like to. Oh, it's another Moai that I skipped. How did didn't I open my map at some point and say there was nothing left? Apparently I'm blind as a bat. Legendary gold gain's huge. Legendary gold gain again. Legendary chaos. Rare chaos, I suppose. Skip with XP. Rare chaos tome. Legendary damage makes it worth clicking. Legendary chaos again. More chaos. I'll never get to know what they said. Only one of them has appeared so far. Oh, wow. A lot of them were terrible. Yikes. I guess I'm taking a 5th Echo Shard. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe the Clover is better. Like, as weak as the Clover is, maybe it's still better. It's got flat damage and nothing else. I'm gonna take Size Stone. Rare Chaos seems fine. God, I get so many levels. It's just disorienting. All right, haven't done a Charge Shrine yet. I'll take every Holy Book you have, buddy. From what I hear, the damage on Holy Book is gratuitous. I might be just like truly self-sabotaged here, though. There's a chance that because I've toggled off Curse Rabbies and Grandma's Tonic, I'm missing so much damage that it's always going to be a bad run. I hope that's not the case. Anyway, more size tomes, which are basically skips these days because they don't do anything. I already have max size. If I see gold, I'm probably clicking gold. I'll get all the stuff on the map eventually. So that's getting it faster so I can get sitting down at the portal sooner is better. Guess I'm skipping with XP. That one sucked. Crit chance, damage. I'm gonna skip with XP again. How many skips do I have left? Not that many, but if you think of size of skips, I have tons. I like that logic. Epic Chaos Tome. 100,000 gold already. Things going well in that regard. My attack speed's still terrible, right? Yeah, I'm gonna take this then. All right, let's see how these... I heard it sound like I got hit. I hope that's not what happened. Let's see if these chests are gonna come up heads for us. Someday I'll get the overpowered lamp. Oh, speak of the devil. That massively boosts our damage output because now the blood mark is just getting applied. Ooh, actually, if anyone in the comments knows for sure, tell me. So right now, blood mark has a chance to apply when I lifesteal. That chance is 100%, so blood mark applies. I don't really know though, because I also have 2 cleavers. So if I have a 100% chance to apply blood mark and I have 2 cleavers, is that 200% chance to apply blood mark? So I apply twice as much. That's my first question. My second question is because of the overpowered lamp. If I have +1 chance to proc on hit effects, do I just roll twice? If I have 1 cheese, can I proc that cheese twice with an overpowered lamp? Or is it still capped at 1 success? It only rolls on failure. I don't know if overpowered lamp just doubles the output of all status ailments or not. Anyways, if I could, it's not gonna affect how I play the game, but I would like to know how that shit works mechanically. Projectile count, crit chance, projectile speed, projectile count, crit chance, damage. The legendary katana is not terrible. It's not what I want, but it's good enough. Yikes. Crit chance, crit damage isn't terrible. And projectile count is more damage in a roundabout way because it's the dice. I can't even open my map to look at shit because I just instantly level up and can't see anything. Not enough for that. There's a vase over here. Crit chance, damage, crit damage, the perfect legendary upgrade for the dice. There's a pot inside of it. No wonder I couldn't see it. I'm gonna take size over XP since it's epic. Epic chaos. Yeah, these are not good upgrades. Epic chaos again. Pretty good legendary dice. Skip with XP. No flat damage, but other than that, it's the perfect legendary katana. Skip with XP. Legendary gold gain. How long do I have to wait to try to open chests? Not long, to be honest. There are 4 chests here, so I'd like to chill out a little bit and see how it goes. I should have taken gold there. Oh, I've got it. Does not take long at all. I think we take every big bonk we see. That one was free. And another chest drop as well. At least we opened a lot of chests for the red card. Epic Chaos. I'll take any gold gain tome. Flat damage, projectile counts. Fuck it, I'll take it. I'm not convinced it's a good one, but it's good enough. Chaos tome is the least valuable thing there. More gold gain. Come on, keys, do your job. The keys did not do their job. Size, damage, projectile count. I just hate getting size so much when I have the size tome. I'm gonna take Epic Chaos instead. So, where's the next place on the map of any valuable to me? There is a free chest far right side that I just missed at the start of the level, apparently. Legendary Chaos Tome, 22.5% gold gains. Honestly, not bad. I'm just struggling to find the pots, man. Like, I'm navigating by the mini-map because there's just so many enemies, so many gems. They're so hard to spot. And this is with the new opacity settings. It was impossible before. Size tome, just to skip. Is rare chaos good enough? No, I'll skip with XP. Damage, size, crit chance. I feel like you can do better. It's not bad, I'll take it. Size is wasted, but 2 really good options on the dice. I think you don't want to take crit chance on dice. You much more care about crit damage. I'll hold out hope and take the gold gain. Rare chaos tome, I suppose. Projectile count is nice. Crit chance damage, not quite perfect, but good enough. More size, more chaos. Should have taken gold, actually. Legendary chaos. Tons of damage to elites, Jesus. 42%, you say. Legendary size again. I have no idea how much danger I'm in because I haven't gotten any cheat deaths. For all I know, I'm gonna randomly drop dead at some point. It's the hat guy that's unspeakable. Ice cube, love to see it. Actually a solid item. More size, I should have read the dice. It's a really good epic katana, like literally a perfect one, so I'll take it. Epic chaos again. Wait, what's the oh, the green thing's hat guy. Yeah. There's a vase over here. We're at 191,000. Let's get back to opening chests then. We should be able to get at least 2, and if the keys are their job, much more. It wasn't crit chance, but it had crit damage and flat damage at legendary. It was a good enough katana. Legendary size. Keys, I've got 9 of you. Do your job. Hey, the cheat death. We can stay here until we die. Perfect. Oh, that makes me feel so much better about this run. Only at 30,000 kills. That's a very low number considering how strong I am. That's just difficulty though. Like very genuinely, I think if I want to push anything past like 200,000 consistently, I probably have to start playing with difficulty and get good at the game, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm gonna skip with XP and not even look that hard. I was lost in thought and then I saw the bad rarities. Crit damage, crit chance, projectile count. It's only rare. I'll take Epic Chaos. Size is basically a skip there. Crit damage. It's only rare. I'm gonna take XP. Projectile count, crit damage, no flat damage. I don't think that's good enough. Maybe it is. I'll take it. This Executioner and Dice are still at an average of level 10. The Katana's at 20. There's a lot of levels left. I'll take gold gain for sure. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. If I see gold gain, I should just be clicking on it immediately. I'm not gonna get enough, like, I'm not gonna run out of gold. The issue is going to be running out of chest. Oh, hey, Soul Harvester, you finally showed up. I'm banishing that one. Soul Harvester's actually just not very good in the final Ghost Wave. It's incredible early, absolutely broken. Carried runs way better than this one. But right now, it's just way too little, way too late. Don't need that one at all. Probably better off banishing the Magnet, to be honest. I didn't really think about that. I only had 1 banish left. Good thing I banished that Borger earlier. Well, those all suck. Who sucks the least? I think damage and projectile count on the Katana, probably. Or sorry, Executioner. We are now in purple ghost phase. Another green credit card. Well, at least we immediately got back up to an amount we're gonna open another chest. Well, 2 green credit cards for cool 400,000 gold. And I am no longer able to open chest. Epic projectile count damage. I don't think that's good enough. I'll take Cast Him. Universal crit chance is nice. That is possibly the worst conceivable legendary dice you can make. So I'll take XP instead. Yeah, we're still easily one-shotting purple ghosts. Like, it's not too much of a problem. So I'm going to keep wandering around trying to open every vase on the map. Projectile count, crit chance, crit damage. No flat damage, but literally the best possible upgrade other than that. Crit damage, crit chance, projectile count on dice seems good enough. Damage, projectile count on the Executioner. Legendary gold tome, epic gold tome. Legendary size. I should have read those 2 legendary weapon upgrades. They're kind of fucking important. I just get in the habit of clicking tomes and then zone out and make bad decisions so regularly. Power up drop chance, say less. We're at 80,000 gold again already. It's absolutely ludicrous. I'm going to skip with XP. I don't think that's a good enough Executioner. Crit chance damage. Does it get crit damage? I don't think it does. Anyway, if it does, that's the second best possible version. If it doesn't, that's the best possible version. Size, I guess. Damage, size, crit chance. Neither of these is ideal. Gold gain. All my tomes are getting up there. We're gonna be forced into powering through our weapons pretty quickly at the end of this. What are we looking at for vases? There's a couple more vases over here, looping into the bottom corner. I am missing out on experience, but I guess that doesn't matter, really. I'm gonna be max level when I leave this level. This stage, rather, to avoid that pronoun confusion. The perfect epic katana. Legendary gold, I suppose. Legendary chaos. Oh, yay, knockback. What is that? But there is a free chest up here, so some things are going well. And I have enough gold to start trying my luck on chest again. Gem sauce, huh? I forgot that was in the game. I'm gonna skip with XP. That seems pretty bad. Legendary gold gain, epic chaos, epic size. There's a vase down here. And we're at the point where we're actually getting everything on the level. It's kind of ludicrous. Legendary gold. I should have read those dice. Why do I keep doing this? Rare chaos is probably fine. Ooh, we're running out of chest on the map, though. That's definitely something to be alarmed by. So is being this close to the wall. That's not good either. I think it's probably fine with how our damage has been going. I guess I'm taking this legendary dice. It's not great. Let's get this chest by the wall now before it gets any more dangerous. Yay, more cards. And it wasn't even free. Gold gain for sure. Couple more vases. I guess legendary chaos, right? Yeah. Jump height, oh god. Why? Why, though? No flat damage, but still a great legendary katana. Epic chaos dam. I wonder if no katana without flat damage is good, just because that's the only way to get flat damage. I don't really know. Keep taking chaos domes over bad upgrades. Not the katana I won't. How are we doing on size? My lowest level tome by a lot. So if I see size, take size as the skip. Crit damage, flat damage on the legendary, say less, and legendary chaos. Not too far off of opening this. It should happen any second now. Now, if we could just save the cash this time, please do your job. Thank you. I guess, God, that's one jump. It's going to be actively difficult to position in the final fight, dude. I'm going to take the gold tome instead because the chaos tome is much closer to maxing out. Projectile count, crit chance, crit damage is good enough. Size. Just if I see size, I'm picking it because I don't want to have to... I don't know. I can't really articulate in this moment why I think it's bad to have very few non-maxed items. No, we need to go hard right here for this last chest. Oh! If Hat Guy spawns at the start of the level and you banish everything he has before you talk to him, would you be unable to talk to him, but he'd still be on the map? Is that what happened? I have no idea. I'm very confused what would happen to the Hat Guy I can't speak to. Ultimately, not very important, though. Not a great katana. I'm going to skip with XP. Ooh, I don't like that I saw some of them live for a second there. Projectile count, damage, crit chance seems fine. I don't like the part where they touched me, although they didn't actually hit me, so I'm kind of confused to what happened because I still have my shield. Maybe I evaded thanks to Chaos Dome. We've got a row of chests along the bottom wall. That's terrifying, but okay. That was 60% crit damage. Jesus Christ. Legendary gold gain again. All right, hopefully I'm safe on this wall. I don't know that I actually am. They both have damage, crit chance, and size. I'm going to give it to the Executioner. It's much lower level. More lightning orbs, huh? I mean, it was a free lightning orb and a legendary, so like, even if I want other legendaries more, I can't be upset with it. That seems like a good enough Executioner to me. I'm going to start taking any remotely good legendary upgrades because I can see that I'm about to run out of tomes, right? I have 7 levels on gold tome, 24 on size, 11 on XP, and then I'm forced to take weapon upgrades. So I'm not going to be able to be much pickier than I have been. Size, damage, crit chance, just not very good. It's somewhere around here. Not a good enough Executioner, so I'm going to take the tome instead. More Kevin, more gold, hell yeah. Oh, I just realized with the overpowered lamp, I started triggering Kevin more often. That interaction hadn't really occurred to me until just now. Damage, crit damage, not as good as the katana. It's just a mess trying to think about all of this. There's so many numbers moving so quickly. And I feel like at some point I can't analyze it properly. I also hate being next to this wall. Yeah, I can't banish the magnets, unfortunately. Let's stand here for a second and try to weave in between the waves. Gold tome. Letting my shield come back. I don't want to walk in until that happens. Got it. Wow, that sucks. Yeah, you really want to have a banish left over for the magnet. I would much rather have 2 soul harvesters than this. You know what you also could have done? You could have just not banished the hamburger. Yeah, that probably would have been the right play. I'm going to be sad when I start letting hamburger exist in my games. Crit chance, crit damage, projectile count seems good enough for the katana. Size, I suppose. One more chest. I was really hoping to get a little bit more than this in terms of legendaries. Most notably in terms of cheat deaths. I wanted a second one. I think that's a good enough katana. If it's got flat damage and it's legendary, we can't be any pickier. 310,000, I'll have it in no time. Not a very good dice, is it? I guess none of them are very good. Fine. Size 10 for sure. God, we make money quickly. It's absolutely ridiculous. But our first, yeah, that's our first spicy meatball. Weird. I can't look at my map. I'm just constantly ripped out because I'm leveling up all the time. Please, I just want to know where the chests are. Damage and projectile count's not bad. I'll take it. Like, we're very quickly getting to the point where I can't wait any longer. Because we're about to be out of tomes to skip with and forced to take low rarity stuff. So for the same reason, legendary katana. I'll take the legendary dice. They're not terrible. Another green card. We are just about out of chest on the map at this point. It's ridiculous. That's an awful legendary dice. Like, exclusively the stats I don't care about. It's not a very good katana either. A little bit rough on the weapon upgrades there. More ice cubes, more damage, more CC. There is one more chest, I think, and that's it. I'm in outer space at the minute. Give me a second to figure out where it is. I take size over just the damage. I probably shouldn't have done that. Size again. I think this is just the last chest that isn't dropped by an enemy in the entire run. Oh, did we max out Chaos? Yeah, Chaos is maxed. So our final power-up drop chance is 2.1, which is pretty solid, I think. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna take an epic katana with damage. I don't really have much reason to think we can do much better than that. Legendary damage on the Executioner. And again, there's just no real ability to hope for more than this. That's a lot of holy books. It's probably gonna be my #1 damage dealt at the end of this. Legendary damage on the Executioner, and there are no chests left on the map. So I'm just gonna go AFK in the portal and see how long we can stay here before I get killed. Because I do have a cheat death, right? Yeah, I've got one. 135x damage seems damn respectable. Anyways, we're looking at projectile count, crit damage, which is very, very good. Or the same at a higher tier, but with crit chance instead of damage. I'm gonna take the higher tier. I know crit chance is a worse stat than crit damage, but I think it ends up being more valuable because of the tier. I don't know. I really don't. Take sides, I guess. Either way, I'm basically skipping. XP, that's all trash. Damage, projectile count, is that good enough? I never did get a Joe's Dagger for damage scaling. I think you can do crazily better than this, but oh well. I'm doing well enough to be happy with it. Not even 100,000 kills yet. The no difficulty really does put a hamper on your ability to get kills. I feel like it's going to be the best run I've ever had, and it's also still like very bad compared to what I'm watching other people do. See, I have no ability, none whatsoever, to tell you, is a rare dice with damage and crit chance better than an epic executioner with only damage, because the projectile count might not even be functional according to some people once you go over about 50 active projectiles, and also just doesn't add that much at this point. I'm taking the flat damage. I'm going to err on the side of that when I'm in doubt, but I don't really know. Guess I'm taking XP to skip. And it looks like we're starting to get... we're going to turn our opacity as hard down as we can. Low HP effects, particle auto opacity on. I'm going to just set it to like 10% opacity, period. Because that was getting a little bit rough to look at. Legendary damage. Yeah, this isn't nearly as bad. Even if I can't really see my attacks, at least I can see anything else. No flat damage. I'll take the size tome. That's a rough dice, man. Skip with XP. We're just about max on everything but weapons, so very shortly we're going to be forced into these brutally low tier weapon upgrades, because apparently 1600 luck just isn't that much. Anyway, damage and crit damage on the rare katana is good enough. And at this point, I'm kind of exhausted in narrating these upgrades. That is a perfect katana, though. And all I'm doing is sitting here. We're no longer getting chests, so I think I'll just skip forward, and you can trust that I did the best I could. But first, a free chest is dropped, and it has yet another green card. Only 19 of them. I see people with like 30, so I know I was way behind tempo in getting the chest engine going. Unfortunate. For one of our last upgrades on the katana, we did get another literally perfect legendary katana, though, so that's nice. And we have one more free chest on the ground. You kind of hate to see Gem Sauce this late into a run, but oh well, here we are. So now that we passed 12 minutes, the red ghosts are surviving alarmingly far into this sometimes. Because you can see that if it weren't for all the CC effects, they are not going down quite as quick as I want them to. So I don't think we'll be making it the full 16 minutes here, unfortunately. But I've got the cheat death. What am I saving it for? So I don't die on the final boss like a chump. Ooh, that is a compelling argument. How'd I get knocked off? Because I'm still holding them at bay. I'm genuinely not sure how I got knocked off, but I'm still in any way okay. Oh, there's a chest on the ground there. Very happy with that. I'm not happy with the fact that I'm flying through the air. I still have my cheat death, though. I imagine that I'm going to lose my cheat death here. It'd be kind of wild if this somehow worked out. Now we just get the dice upgrade no matter what it is. I should have only jumped once. If I get back to the portal, I'll leave. Take me out of here. I can do without the last 12 levels. We'll get them in the final stage. I'm going to die very, very soon there. The fact they broke my idle juices and moved me means there is no time left. Now, if you could just die instantly. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Unfortunately, I don't do anywhere near enough blood mark to deal with that. I'm going to go over here before he spawns the balls. Well, the balls just spawned, so rip that plan. I do have 2,200 health, though. Also, what are the balls doing? Like, shouldn't they have, you know, been attacking me and shit? Oh, he's dead. So I think what happened the first time is Aura killed him immediately, or phased him rather, before my other weapons could actually target him to kill him. And the moment he was able to be hit by my other weapons, just the katana since the others were taken from me, he died instantly. I didn't even see his health bar move. I was like, oh, he's gone. Anyway, this is the thing I've been trying to avoid. Why I've been trying to like take mediocre upgrades as long as they were competent. It's because that was a good dice upgrade, which is very lucky because I have no control over the upgrades I get anymore. It's pick the dice upgrade that I'm offered. That one's also fine, epic damage, but we're gonna get some real stinkers in these last 8. Or probably anyway. So far, they've all been great. If my upgrades were consistently this good, I imagine it'd be much stronger than I was. Where's the border to my aura? I don't think it displays if it's not on ground. Oh, it's that far away. Legendary damage again. You can actually see it on the horizon. I don't know if it'll make it through YouTube compression, but you can see, yeah, see, 4-second blue upgrade. All the way in the distance, there is a thin blue line. It's not there anymore. I can see it at very specific angles. It's tremendously larger than the boss arena, like 2 or 3 times larger. So far, these upgrades I've been forced into here at the very end have just been exceptional. All of them were great. And once I get the last couple, I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to worry about picking up chest. I'll just go do all the chest in about 5 minutes before the end of Black Ghost. I know I make it to Purple Ghost, right? Once I get my last upgrade, I'm straight up going to get up and walk away from my computer. And I'm going to go make myself a glass of water, stretch. I've been at this for a while. That's my final upgrade. We're locked in. We're maxed. And I'm not going to take any damage. We're going to edit this out of the video. And at about 10 minutes, I'll get back to my computer, refreshed and ready to go. We'll pick up all the chests, see what we get, and then die to Ghost like a chump, because that's how this game always ends. I've got to say, I expected more chests than what you can see on the mini-map right now. Like, there's a decent number. There's 8 of them. But for 9 minutes of the Ghost Waves, that's not that much. And speaking of, I've only had 82,000 kills. I do have 57% difficulty. There's 120% guaranteed if you just hit every greed totem. Assuming this information is still true, the game is constantly changing. Curses max out at 600% for more enemies. I don't know if it's actually 6 times enemies or it's some other number, but 600% difficulty is the most you actually want. Or at least that's how it used to be. And I think to really start reliably pushing past 200,000, which is where I feel like I'm at in my gameplays, I want to be breaking 200,000. I'm going to have to start running difficulty tome, which here would be replacing size tome, I guess. It's just kind of like sketchy and terrifying to run 4 meta-scaling tomes, but yeah, so is the game in general, right? I was wondering how many magnets I'd end the run with. I didn't want to say anything. All right, green cards, you're great. I'm glad I got so many of you early, but I'd like you to stop. The holy books are funny. I don't know what I would really want as like the most valuable legendary to go further. It's certainly not more green cards, but I appear to be getting them anyway. Fear was not even on my mind. I wasn't really considering that I was gonna get greens and blues, but here we are. A beacon during the boss stage. You're so funny. So of the lot, 5 of the 8, I think it might have been 9. I think one might have dropped while I was doing it. 5 of the 9 or 8 were just non-legendaries. And of the legendaries, I'd say it was Chonk Plate, Magnet. 2 of the 3 were useless, right? Because the Holy Book's good, but the Magnet does nothing. And the Chonk Plate, like, when they touch me, I'm dying. It's gonna go from 100 to 0 real fast. It's actually looking like this is gonna be pushing it to get to 100,000, which shocks me. But like, they just don't spawn that quickly without difficulty, do they? If I'm your introduction to Megabonk, you might be looking at this like, how do you think you're weak? And it's not that I think I'm weak. I think that if this character were playing at 600% difficulty, the only difference would be how many kills I'm getting, how much gold I'm making, and how many chests are dropping. Because I'm dealing such insane amounts of damage that it's gross overkill for the difficulty I am at. I'm gonna grab that chest and then stop moving. I think this is about the cutoff before I get sketched out. Hey, we finally got access to Mega Crits. I've heard people say they like to position along the side of this portal and it actually gives them slightly better like line of sight with their weapons. I don't know if that's true, but I may as well. But like I was saying, if I had more difficulty right now, it would be entirely beneficial. It would just be more kills, more money, and more chests. And like very substantially so. The difference in like the 100,000 kill runs I'm doing and 300,000 kill runs is having the difficulty to spawn the enemies in. Like, I'm just straight up not seeing enough enemies in my game to break the numbers I want to break. So I'm going to start having to run difficulty and doing the full meta scale build. Although, not necessarily. No, like, I can't really argue that Chaos Tome isn't the strongest tome. Maybe it's not. Like, the late game phases are so damn scary, right? If you need size to scale up your items, like the Holy Book thing I'm currently doing, then maybe Chaos Tome is worse than size, because you do have to go XP difficulty like locked in completely. And you need a way to get luck, so that's either gonna be luck or a gold gain tome. There's no way around that either. You only have one slot that's remotely flexible. And Chaos Tome seems like it might be the best. Maybe it's size and you have to get your damage through other means. Maybe it's damage or crit if I'm not understanding somehow like the multiplication of the damage, which is the most valuable. I'm strongly tempted to think that Chaos Tome is the best tome for the one slot I'd have open. I don't really know though. Definitely the CC effects are mattering though, like the lightning bolts and the ice cubes, the stuns I'm getting. It seems like this run would be over right now if I didn't have them, because they all get here and then they stop, and then I'm pretty sure it's the Holy Tome that's doing the work to kill them, but it's completely impossible to tell. I'm at 10% opacity. You can see the katana never stops. The entire world is getting sliced non-stop. The aura's about 4 times bigger than the map, and it's obviously hitting everything. The dice are somewhere, and I imagine they're so large they're hitting most of the enemies. And then you can't really see it, but there's like sort of a wall of light along my shoulder. The Executioner is the size of a freight train as well. So I can't really tell you what's killing them because everything's getting hit by every tool that I have thanks to the maxed out size tome. But I can tell you that I'd be dead already if it weren't for Ice Cube and Lightning Orb. Maybe one or the other, maybe like all the work's getting done by Lightning Orb and the Ice Cube's doing nothing, or vice versa. Maybe it's both. But God bless crowd control. Apparently I desperately needed it. And yeah, we're barely breaking 100k, if we're even breaking 100k. Like yeah, that's it. That's the end. I got moved. I'm not ever gonna stop getting moved from here. My damage got cut in half because the idle juice is no longer going. Quick question, do I have idle juice? Yeah, I have 3 of them. Maybe had's a better description. Oh, thanks for pushing me into it, Chief. Ah, sick, perfect. I needed that magnet. Like, theoretically, I can stretch this out a little bit longer. I can get a few more kills by, like, trying to avoid letting them pin me. But you can see that I'm actually just not killing them, really. I'm getting kills per second. Not like tens or hundreds of kills per second. Just like a couple. I'm gonna try my best to keep this going until I'm at 100,000. Once it breaks 100k, I can let them kill me. But I would like to live longer than that. Or long enough to accomplish that, rather. I still have my cheat death. There it goes. All right, we're not getting to 100k. Damn shame. Quick shout out to my banishes on Borgor and Soul Reaper that are absolutely the reason we will not be hitting 6 digits, by the way. I'll sit here and I'll die right under 100k like a scrub. You hate to see it. So it turns out, in addition to me not having enough enemies to get where I wanted to, my damage is just straight up not good that run. Never got to show off my stats. Oh, I should have opened my inventory at some point and looked at them. But taking a look at my final stats though, Holy Book doing the most damage by far at 273 trillion, followed by Big Bonk, followed by Lightning Word, followed by Ice Cube, followed by Meatball. This is the reason luck stacking and opening all the chests is the meta strategy. All of the highest damage things are overwhelmingly legendary items. And then it's the Executioner, Katana, and Dice, with Aura way the fuck down here, doing so much less than anyone else. Did 18 billion to Dice's 964 billion, and Dice was my second worst weapon. The other ones were well into the trillions, with the Executioner, to my surprise, massively outperforming Katana. I would not have expected that. Apparently, about 7 million Thorns damage. Feels wrong, but okay. Yeah, Aura only marginally outperformed the electric plug just going off nonstop from Kevin, right? Like, Aura is genuinely not a good thing, and Megachad's ability, I guess because of Kevin, you can probably trigger it more than I think you can. I don't think it's that bad, but I think that it's probably not a good one. Maybe Kevin makes it good enough. I'm pretty sure Kevin was triggering Flex, but maybe I just gaslit myself into believing that. There's so much going on in this game at any one time. Shame I didn't quite make 100,000 kills, but I'm just glad to have a successful Megachad run because frankly, I have been smashing my head into Megachad for like 5 hours trying to get a successful game with this idiot. And part of that's me like learning the new strategies, figuring out what to reset for, how to play greedily, just losing to the stage 2 boss, which is honestly the hardest part of the run, it seems like. Stage 2 is the part where you have to really greed for maximum value and you could easily kill yourself. I like the meta strat though. I really like pushing credit cards for luck scaling, Kevin plus gold shield for infinite gold, and using that with gold gain tome instead of using luck. It feels intuitively strong, like that sort of strategy would obviously be the strongest thing in the game, and I'm enjoying playing it. I'm just not quite sure of all the little things I'm doing wrong. And it's hard to tell how much of that is just me not using difficulty, right? If you kill 50% more enemies in the first 2 stages, you've done a hell of a lot more going into stage 3. You're gonna be able to last a lot longer, get a lot more done there as well. And I do genuinely think Megachad's just not really a competitive character. I think Aura's not a very good weapon the more I played with it. I'm very sad this run didn't use Flame Wakers, but like the difference in Aura and, I don't know, maybe Flame Wakers are insanely better than Aura. In the comments, let me know if Flame Wakers are insane, but I felt like having Aura plus Flame Wakers was causing me directly to lose during stage 2. And I'd rather play on a character that doesn't have Aura as their starting item to try out the Flame Wakers again. Anyways, I'm having a blast with Megabonk. I hope you're enjoying watching me learn the game, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for your time, and have a good night.